Now, as thousands of people will be heading to the cinema this weekend to see this new Star Wars, you might be interested to know that another version of the film is already in production in Lincolnshire. Joe Makel reports.
Fear, you say? Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to greed. Greed leads to misery. Misery leads to despair. Despair leads to crying. Crying leads to tears. Tears leads to sniffing. Sniffing leads to tissues.
It's Star Wars as you've never seen it before, because this is a clip from The Empire Strikes Backyard, a spoof on one of George Lucas's blockbusters. It's the work of Flight Lieutenant Darren Scales, his family and friends, who together make up Backyard Productions. They're an amateur fan filmmaking company based at RAF Waddington.
We've been making films now for about 12 years. We started in our back garden, which is why the name of our company is Backyard Productions. And as time went on and we got more experienced, and when technology got cheaper as well, we've been making bigger and better programmes since then.
They're now in pre-production for their version of the latest Star Wars film, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. They're testing costumes and trying out green screen techniques in readiness to start filming their movie, The Emperor's New Clones. The Star Wars films aren't the only ones they've had fun with. This is a scene from Doom Raiders, a spoof on Indiana Jones. And although they're having fun, they take their filmmaking very seriously.
We do try and get quite close to the originals. We're going to have lightsabers in this film. We're going to have the Millennium Falcon. We're going to have the Death Star. But that's as far as the similarities end. The story itself is completely made up. Lots of types of comedy. Comedy for the family, slapstick, and for the Star Wars fans as well. So there's a great mixture in our films.
Now they need volunteers to join their production.
People who are happy just to get involved, people who would like to get involved in painting the sets, building the sets, anyone knows how to do scaffolding, making steps, to costumes, to makeup, to prosthetics, anything at all. If there's always a place for everybody in our filmmaking, because we have to create a whole world to film.
Well, I can think of a couple of people who could star in his spoof movie. After all, young Skywalker, the farce is strong in them.
Oh, well, they didn't tell me about that, and I'm not surprised, because I would have had it banned.